RYOBI 2900 PSI Pressure Washer Assembly and Start Guide. This video is not a substitute for reading and following warnings and instructions in the operator's manual. Start guide for the following model, RY802925. Unpacking. Carefully remove the product and any accessories from the box. Inspect the tool carefully to make sure no breakage or damage occurred during shipping. Do not discard the packing material until you have carefully inspected and satisfactorily operated the tool. If any parts are damaged or missing, please call 1-800-860-4050 for assistance. Installing the wheels. Locate the axles, hitch pins, washers, and wheels. Slide the axle through the hole in the center of the wheel. Slide the washer onto the axle. Lift the machine and slide the axle into the wheel mounting hole. Push the hitch pin into the hole on the end of the axle to secure the wheel assembly. Repeat with the second wheel. Installing the handle. Push and hold the button on the handle and slide the handle into the holes in the frame. Note, before use, pull the handle up until the lock button snaps through the locking slot to secure the handle in place. Installing the storage panel. Align the holes in the storage panel with the holes in the handle. Insert screws through the holes. Install nuts and tighten securely using a Phillips screwdriver and 10mm wrench. Connecting the spray wand to the trigger handle. Place the threaded end of the spray wand on the end of the trigger handle. Tighten securely. Connecting the high pressure hose to the trigger handle. Screw the collar on the high pressure hose into the trigger handle by turning the hose collar clockwise. Tighten securely. Be careful to avoid cross-threading, which can cause the trigger handle to leak during use. Pull on the hose to be certain it is properly secured. Connecting the high pressure hose to the pump. Completely uncoil and straighten the hose to prevent kinks. Align the collar on the hose to the threaded outlet on the pump. Install the high pressure hose onto the threaded outlet. Turn the collar clockwise to tighten the hose securely to the pump. Pull on the hose to be certain it is properly secured. Connecting the garden hose to the pressure washer. Always observe all local regulations when connecting hoses to the water main. Some areas have restrictions against connecting directly to public drinking water supply to prevent the feedback of chemicals into the drinking water. Direct connection through a receiver tank or backflow preventer is usually permitted. The water supply must come from a water main. Never use hot water or waters from pools or lakes. Run water through the hose for 30 seconds to clean any debris from the hose. Inspect the screen in the water intake. If the screen is damaged, do not use the machine until the screen has been replaced. If the screen is dirty, clean it before connecting the garden hose to the machine. Completely uncoil the garden hose or remove completely from the reel to prevent kinks. With the hose faucet turned completely off, attach the end of the garden hose to the water intake. Tighten by hand. How to start the RYOBI 2900 PSI Pressure Washer. Adding engine lubricant. Do not allow familiarity with this product to make you careless. Remember that a careless fraction of a second is sufficient to inflict serious injury. Place pressure washer on a flat level surface. Do not tilt. Unscrew the oil cap dipstick by turning counterclockwise. Before first use, pour all but 2 ounces of the provided lubricant into the engine through the oil fill hole. Check and add additional lubricant as needed until the level reaches the upper portion of the dipstick. Do not overfill. Replace the oil cap dipstick and securely tighten. How to check engine lubricant level. Place pressure washer on a flat level surface. Do not tilt. Unscrew the oil cap dipstick by turning counterclockwise. Wipe dipstick clean and reseat in home. Do not rethread. Remove dipstick again and check lubricant level. Lubricant level should fall within the upper area on the dipstick. If level is low, add 4-stroke engine lubricant until the level reaches the upper portion of the hatched area on the dipstick. Do not overfill. Replace and secure the oil cap dipstick. Adding gasoline to the fuel tank. Do not use E15 or E85 in this product. It is a violation of federal law and will damage the unit and void your warranty. Only use unleaded ethanol-free gasoline. Gasoline and its vapors are highly flammable and explosive. To prevent serious personal injury and property damage, handle gasoline with care. Always shut off engine before fueling. Never remove fuel cap or add fuel to the machine with the running or hot engine. Move the fuel valve to the closed position. Mix fuel stabilizer with gasoline according to the fuel stabilizer manufacturer's directions. Before removing the fuel cap, clean the area around it. Then remove the fuel cap. Insert a clean funnel into the fuel tank, then slowly pour gasoline into the tank. Fill the tank approximately 1 1/2 inches below the top of the fuel tank. This allows for fuel expansion. Replace the fuel cap and tighten securely. Clean up any spills before starting the engine. Starting and stopping the pressure washer. Before starting the engine, connect all hoses, check all fluids, turn on the garden hose, then squeeze the trigger for 30 seconds to relieve air pressure. Hold the trigger until a steady stream of water appears. To start the engine, move the fuel valve to the open position. Put the on-off switch in the on position. Move the choke to the start position. Grasp the starter rope and pull slowly until resistance is felt. Give the start grip a short, brisk pull to start the engine. Note, do not allow the start grip and rope to snap back after starting. Return it gently to its original place. If the starter grip and rope become difficult to pull, squeeze the trigger to relieve water pressure before attempting to start the engine again. Allow the engine to run for 5 seconds, then push the choke to the run position. Routinely make a visual inspection of the pump and the engine during use. If you notice any lubricant leaking around the pump or engine seals, stop using the pressure washer immediately. Contact customer service or a qualified service center for repair. Failure to do so may cause property damage. To stop the engine, put the on-off switch in the off position. Move the fuel valve to the closed position. Shutting off the engine will not relieve pressure in the system. Pull the trigger to release water pressure. Need additional help? Call RYOBI customer service at 1-800-860-4050.